Hey guys, welcome to my house. Come on in, let me show you around. I bought this place in August 2021. It's been over a year and a half for it to finally feel like home. It's come a long way. I've had tons of renovations done, so I'm super excited to show you guys around. So first, this is what you see when you walk into the house. We have the stairs, the living room, the dining room, and the office, which I spend a lot of time in as a content creator. So since I spend so much time in here, I wanted a space that was airy and cheerful and bright and just surrounded by things that make me feel positive and happy. So I have a whole bunch of miscellaneous things that I've collected over the years from my travels or anything that I think fits my vibe. So everything I have in here are pretty much my essentials for getting my business done. I have a rack here for things that I need to shoot for brands. I have a poster of one of my career achievements. So this is the living room area, and what I like most about this spot is that it really shows my personal design aesthetic. For me, I love anything inspired by the ocean and nature. So there's a lot of natural elements, as you'll see with like the natural wood frame for my TV. You would never know this is a TV. It just looks like a beautiful piece of art, but it's secretly a TV. And then I really love my mother of pearl round coffee table that I found. I kind of wanted to design the room based off of this coffee table, and so I just went with whites and blues, and it's really just a beautiful, relaxing spot that we spend a lot of time in. So as you'll see throughout my place, I have a lot of art that I've collected from my travels. This is a little map of the Mentawais in Indonesia, one of my favorite surf trip destinations. And you'll also notice that there are plants everywhere. I just really love the look of having plants. It just makes me feel really calm, and I love taking care of them. Now let me show you guys the downstairs bathroom, which has undergone a huge transformation. If you guys saw my video where I did the empty house tour, oh my goodness. Gotta turn all the lights on to get the right effect. Okay, come on in. This is a downstairs bathroom. When I was designing this bathroom, I wanted something that was very bright and beachy. Because this room is so small, I wanted to kind of open it up as much as I could. So you'll see all throughout really coastal inspired design touches. And then we've got some beautiful nautical inspired glass pendants and obviously more plants. I also wanted to hang up a few cute prints. One of Sano, because that is our local surf spot. I had a lot of fun picking out the tile scheme of this bathroom. The tile I chose for the shower is a very washed blue. It's very calming, it gives me spa vibes, and it definitely makes you feel like you are close to the beach when you take a shower. So this is the dining room area. There's not really separate rooms for everything, and because of that way, I wanted everything to feel very minimalistic and kind of flow into each other. So this is kind of an extension of the living room vibe. Lots of natural wood, beach elements, and plants. That's pretty much how I design everything in this house. This table was actually gifted and custom made for me from Idlewood. I also had these two beautiful prints hung. I ordered them from Johnny Jungle, who was a photographer in Indonesia, and I just loved his work, and it really brings the space together. So moving on to the kitchen, I did toy with the idea of knocking this whole wall down to really open up the space, but after thinking about it, I actually kind of like the arch look. The stone tile and the archways throughout this place really give it a Mediterranean villa vibe, which I really love, so I decided to keep that. This kitchen also got its fair share of updates. I got brand new countertops for it. I chose for a white quartz because it really opened up the space since this is a small kitchen. And I also went for this beachy blue tile. And just doing those two things really changed the look of this place. And then adding little details like these customized knobs with a turquoise color to kind of match the vibe in here. So I really made it my own, and even though it's small, I love this space. It works for my fiance and I perfectly. I also had a new sink put in. This one is a farmhouse style, so it's nice and big, which actually makes such a difference. And of course I had to get appliances in my favorite color. It's like a seafoam turquoise blue all throughout my house. Pretty much everything that I have is in that color. So this kitchen connects to the laundry room slash mudroom, which connects directly to our 2-car garage. This is the garage. It's a bit messy at the moment because I didn't have time to quite clean this place out, but I still wanted to include it in my house tour. So Michael and I are both surfers, and we have pretty much all of our gear right here in this garage. So we've got 2 board racks, one of them for the longboards, one of them for the shorter boards. Michael actually built that surf rack over here, and he also built me a hanger to hang all of my many wetsuits. This is also where we store our 2 electric bikes. Here in San Clemente, pretty much everyone owns one of these, so we of course have one too. So we do need to better organize this space. I really want it to feel more like a surf shop than a garage when you walk in, but this is pretty much what it looks like on any given day. All right, so now let's go upstairs. I actually had these stairs completely redone. I got a laminate wood instead of the carpet that was there, and that really made a huge difference. So since my place has some tall ceilings, it gives a lot of surface area in the stairwell. And I really wanted to decorate this space with something special. So I wanted to blow up some of my favorite moments from my trips, and here it is. The photographer who took these is one of my really good friends. Her name is Leah Turiano, and I basically asked her for the biggest print that she could blow up. This one is a moment from a surf trip in Indonesia, and this floating one was taken in French Polynesia, and this one was also on the same trip with 3 of my other girlfriends, also in Indonesia. So every time I walk up and down these stairs, it just reminds me of all of these epic, beautiful places that I have been lucky enough to have visited. So now we are upstairs, and this is the guest bedroom. When we first moved in here, this was a nursery from the previous owners, and it was a bit strange because the floor in here was different to the rest of the upstairs. So one huge change was to completely refloor the entire upstairs area to make it uniform, and I went for this light gray wood to really make the space brighter. So this room is where we host our friends and family whenever they come visit, and it is a very small room, but I wanted to add pops of color and brightness. So we hung up these 3 prints that are these surf spots that are really special to Michael and I particularly. And this is also Michael's gaming room. He has his own TV and his Nintendo Switch here. So yeah, it's the guest bedroom and Michael's gaming room. I decided not to do anything to this bathroom just because of budget reasons, but it also wasn't as bad as the other 2 bathrooms, and I don't use it as often, so it wasn't a huge priority. So it's kind of like the tropical papaya surf vibe bathroom. So it's very cute. This is the upstairs loft area, and I didn't really know what I wanted to do with this space. It was kind of like a bonus space that could potentially have been changed into an extra bedroom. This room gets the most natural light in my house, so I wanted a room that I could lounge in and relax throughout the day. So it's kind of like my filming room slash reading room slash yoga room. So we've got this extra sofa here, which turns into a queen size pull-out bed for when family comes to stay. And I also got this lovely print hung up. This is from Salty Wings, the photographer based in Western Australia, a place that I've always wanted to go to. So I thought it fitting that this beautiful piece could be right here in the center of this room. And of course, lots of plants throughout because this room gets so much light. These plants absolutely thrive in here, and it just makes it a really cheerful space. So in my childhood room growing up, I had an entire wall dedicated to shelving my books, but since I have a Kindle now, I didn't need to bring as many books with me. So this is my small book collection of some of my favorite books. And I just really like to have them here because it is nice to hold a physical book every once in a while. So on top of the bookshelf are two prints that I got in Sri Lanka. When I bought them a few years ago, I thought to myself that I would love to hang these in my future home because at the time I was still living with my parents, but I knew then that they would be up in my place one day. And they're finally up. I also have an exercise bike, which I never use, but it is here because in my next house, I would like to have a home gym. Until then, this is here and it reminds me every day of all the workouts that I don't do. So yeah, that is the bonus room, and now let's go look at the master. So this is the master bedroom, and since this is a space that I spend so much time in, I wanted it to really feel cozy and happy and bright. So it's very similar to the design of the rest of my house. I have a lot of natural elements, once again, lots of shells, lots of wood, lots of plants, and lots of blue. I also bought these two beautiful prints, also from the same photographer as the print in the loft room. These are drone shots of Rottnest Island in Australia. This is Taco-san, my octopus squishmallow. He's very cozy, and he also matches the color scheme of my entire place. So that's convenient. Coincidence? I don't know. These nightstands are one of my favorite pieces in this bedroom. They are very similar to the coffee table downstairs. They're made from actual shell, so they're very fragile and beautiful, just like a seashell, but it instantly makes this room feel so mermaid-esque, which I really love. I always like to have fresh flowers around the house at all times with whatever is in season. It just instantly makes it feel so bright and cheerful. And I have a little perfume stand, a photo of my now fiance and I in Fiji. And I also love to have a candle burning here. It just makes the room smell so good. So this room got the most work done out of any room in the house. This one really was such a project. It took almost a year to complete, but the final result is so amazing that it was all worth it. So for the master bathroom, it is this very long but narrow space, and I wanted to go for a Zen spa vibe when designing this place. So I went for grays and blacks and of course blue. So it is a little bit darker in here. I have a pop of turquoise blue tile as soon as you walk into this room, just to kind of make a statement. And then I have matte black fixtures. This countertop vanity is so beautiful. It has black marble with the natural wood. So everything just ties in so well together. I also had these closet doors replaced with the farmhouse style sliding barn doors, which really gives it a more modern feel. But since I do spend a lot of time in this room getting ready, showering, going to my closet, I really wanted a space that felt relaxing and peaceful, and yet also minimalistic. Once again, I love having fresh flowers all throughout my home, but especially in the bathroom. It just makes every day feel a little bit more luxurious and pampering. So when I first moved in, this space was a combined bathtub slash shower, and it was actually pretty large. So instead of keeping that bath, I decided to just make one large shower, and also decided to add a little bench because I've always wanted a shower with a bench. And I just really love the color combination of the turquoise tile with the matte black. It instantly just feels like a Zen spa oasis. My walk-in closet also got a lot of work done. This is a smaller closet, even though it is a walk-in. So I really wanted to maximize the space that I have because I have a lot of clothes and a lot of shoes. So I had Tailored Living come and design a custom closet to best maximize this space, and they did such an incredible job. It instantly feels more like a luxury boutique store. And I love that every piece that I have has a home, and it really makes getting dressed a fun process. So this is my backyard. It's a really lovely space where I do a lot of gardening and also like to entertain when it's nice and warm outside. So this is my little garden area. I have a few pots of lavender, some strawberries, and then in here I've been growing kale and lettuce. And then this spot is really just a place to relax in the sun and enjoy being outdoors. I had all these tropical plants put in, like my hibiscus bushes and all of the palms, which I hope one day will grow nice and tall and completely shade this entire space. So a dream of mine whenever I had my own place was to grow my own passion fruit, because it's my favorite fruit and it's so hard to find in stores. So when we finally found a passion fruit vine, I got 2 of them and we had them planted, but they just were going crazy and needed something to climb up on. So Michael built this beautiful trellis that goes over the garden gate, and it's the perfect place for the passion fruit to grow and thrive. So let's see if actually there are any of them ready right now. I think I see a few. There's one here and one here. It's so nice to always have an endless supply of passion fruit. And yeah, it's just a really cute little lush garden entranceway. This corner gets a lot of sun, so it's a great little corner to have herbs and my lemon tree. This is a new addition. It's a blackberry vine, which will be very fun once that starts to grow. Originally, I wanted to build a little outdoor shower here, but I think I'll save that for the next house. In the meantime, this is a great little herb corner. This is our Traeger grill. My dad got that for me as a housewarming gift. We don't use it too often, only pretty much in the summer months when it's nice and warm outside and we have friends over, but that season is coming soon, so I'm excited to get some more use out of this thing. So that is my house tour. I cannot believe how much has changed since I first bought it over a year and a half ago. Time has absolutely flown, but it finally feels like home. We live by the beach and the ocean, and surfing is very central to my lifestyle, so that is reflected everywhere you look in my place, and it just makes me really happy. And even though traveling is amazing, it feels so good to come back and be home. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!